What's up everybody, Benoit here. Welcome to Tactical Fellowship. The purpose of today's video was created from a sense of chaos. Crisis in that my Baofeng UV5Rs were not ready, nor was I ready for that matter. I'm like a level 0 operator when it comes to Baofeng, but there's a handful of things I've done the last 2 months to try to bring myself to a better place. If you're like me and have purchased a handful of UV5Rs and they're just sitting in a box, probably even the box you bought them in, hoping when the time happens, crisis is here and the cell phones are down, that you'll be able to operate UV5R. With that being said, let's dive right into it and let's start with the free stuff. I would encourage you to hop online and download a whole bunch of video tutorials. I know you have a manual, but I find that video tutorials are a way better way to bring me up to speed. I ended up going to Not a Rubicon Productions because quite frankly, I think his humor is great and his information is excellent. So I've downloaded them to my laptop. I have secondary files on a hard drive that is in a safe, fireproof location. Go ahead and download some video tutorials so that if you need to bring yourself up to speed, you can. In addition to downloading some of these tutorials from YouTube, I think that you should get the Chirp app. The Chirp app is this mysterious thing that you can use to program your Baofengs or some other walkie-talkies as well. Intimidating to me to even consider downloading this app, which is where your downloaded tutorials also come into play, because I used one of the tutorials to help bring me up to speed with the nuts and bolts of Chirp. The only thing that's not free here is the programming cable. You have to buy a programming cable and you have to buy the right one. This is what I bought. I bought it off of Amazon. It was a couple bucks, and so you need to buy this now so that when you download the Chirp app, you can actually do the thing you need to do. The next thing I did is I ended up printing out and screen grabbing a bunch of local frequencies that I thought might be important. EMS, police, weather channels in my area. Now I know you can use a scan feature, but if you're like me, I confess I am level 0 noob. I don't even know how to use this as a scanner. That's why I downloaded the scanner video. To Taco Bet, you've said over and out when using walkie-talkies and you have no clue that you're doing it wrong. When you say over, this means that is the end of my transmission to you and a response is expected. Go ahead and transmit. When you say out, this means that is an end of my transmission and no further communication from you is necessary. Don't use over and out together. Now, moving on to purchases that are going to set you back a couple bucks, but I think are worthwhile. I would suggest getting the 3800 mAh extended battery. Yet again, level 1 noob, but I have found that it balances out the walkie-talkie and gives you more solid purchase when using the unit with the 3800 mAh battery on there, as it extends the walkie-talkie out just a little bit. In addition to that, it lets you really talk and go for a long time. I worked as an associate camp director, and with the 3800 mAh battery on there, I could go, I think I could easily get through a day of chat, second day of chat. I think I was looking to charge that battery by day 3 or 4. Really gives you more bang for your buck as far as battery life, and that's a good thing. All right, so let's move on to the thing that I did spend quite a few dollars on, and that is buying the broadband flex antenna from Disco32. So this is a bit of a combo purchase because there's the adapter and then there's the antenna itself, and neither one function without the other, and I did not know that, so that might be useful information for you. I reached out to Disco32 to give me a couple factoids on why their antenna might be better than just the stock antenna that comes with the UV5R, but they didn't get back to me in time for this video, so I'm just rolling with the fact that it's over $100 and there's some American goodness saturated with love that will increase the frequency range. But one of the things that does make it special is the way that it mates to the walkie-talkie. The adapter snugs up next to the chassis, and then the antenna then goes onto that adapter and snugs up real good, meaning that the stress of the antenna now is sitting squarely on the chassis. I noticed that after working at camp for about 2 years, the way that the stock Baofeng antenna is set up, after a lot of use, this thing did end up, and when I mean a lot of use, I mean in and out of the back pocket, in and off of my belt, in and off of my backpack, getting thrown on the ground, getting picked up again, for 2 years, is that this would start to fatigue right at that junction spot right there that they try to snug up with just like a washer in there and all that, which isn't terrible, but this seems to be way more secure from the antenna to the adapter and base, and then from the adapter into the antenna itself. I had a friend say to me, like, why would you bother doing that? For the cost of the antenna, you can buy 5 more UV5Rs, and so if they wear out, just get rid of it and get a new one. And that's actually a pretty valid argument, because you can buy a lot of UV5R for $100, but maybe there's a situation where you no longer have the ability to just change out parts, which is why I think quality parts might not be a bad thing. Thus, the plug for the Disco32 Flex antenna. Take it for what it's worth. Well, guys and gals, that is all I got for you today. I know that walkie-talkies are not sexy, but certain preparations, while they are not sexy, need to be had, and I wonder if some of you are just like me, a level 0 noob that would like to be a little bit more prepared in their Baofeng game. As always, like, comment, share, do the things that make the algorithm happy. Please comment below other preps that you are doing for your Baofeng to get you in a better place, or not just your Baofengs, but just communications in general. As always, much love to you and yours. Ride fast, shoot straight, get off the couch and into some tactical fellowship, and we'll see you next time. You've survived another YouTube video. This one was the worst one you've seen all week, but there's certain elements about it that make you smile. What'll also make you smile is clicking that link below and getting yourself a t-shirt or a coffee mug that has Tactical Fellowship all over it.